Good day, I'm William Garvey, the host of Plane Talk on Wingspan TV. And today I'm very pleased to have as our guest Greg Hamilton, the president of Aviation Week Network. Having delivered accounts of breakthrough aerospace technologies and achievements for more than a century, Aviation Week is arguably the industry's most important and expert media source of news and analysis. And it's for that reason that Wingspan TV wanted Aviation Week to power its newsfeed. And Greg Hamilton is the person who made that arrangement a reality. While Wingspan News is a relatively new undertaking, the people behind it and Greg connected a long time ago when Aviation Week first ventured into video. It was Greg who led that effort, one in which I was proud to have a role, although a much more modest one. So, hearkening back to those video days of long ago, what in that effort brought you the most satisfaction?
Well, Bill, I think all of us at Aviation Week are passionate about aviation in all different kinds of ways, and being able to bring it to life for our audiences in sight and sound goes back decades now.
It does.
We started doing video in 1985 at the Paris Air Show.
Wow.
And we've been doing it ever since in various formats.
In recalling the video efforts, what have been the greatest challenges?
I think the greatest challenges have been to, in early days, going from basically a print publisher to adapting to video and the way video is produced and delivered to an audience. We got together with a lot of fine professionals, including yourself, who understood broadcast and the timing and the scripting and the directing, and we ended up doing some really great shows.
That was all part of a videotape era that has evolved. In fact, Aviation Week is now turned into a digital media powerhouse. And I'm curious, how do you see Wingspan complementing that evolution?
Well, I think as we've gone, the distribution channels have become wider and broader and also more personalized in terms of distributing video. Back in the day when we started, we were distributing videos in 3/4 inch tapes, VHS, Beta, if anybody remembers these formats.
Yeah, I do.
I believe we shot on 1-inch tape, yeah. And we evolved to digital video, and then to web-based TV networks. We worked with the Wingspan network, years and years ago, on more of a broadcast version, and now we're able to really, use the power of the World Wide Web, the internet, to really distribute this kind of content to anybody who's interested, and we know a lot of people are interested in aviation content in video.
Do you have milestones in mind for the progress of the Aviation Week Wingspan Association?
I think the biggest goal I have is we have a very, very impressive, amazingly technology sophisticated industry, but it's also very insular. People can't see inside, and if Wingspan can continue to bring out what happens behind the scenes in aviation to a broader public, especially young people who may be looking for a career in engineering or aviation or anything having to do with STEM. If we can accomplish that, we'll be accomplishing a really big deal.
Yeah, just offhand, Aviation Week has reached out pretty hard for the next generation on lots of levels, and so this is one more.
One more, and this one has the power. Television and video has the power to reach many, many more people and inspire them. Use the power of flight and the speed and the technology sophistication to really draw a lot more people into the industry. I think the beauty of the combination of Wingspan and Aviation Week is, putting together really great production capability and a passion for aviation with really, really deep journalism that's factual, it's accurate, it's real. So when you watch Wingspan and you've not been exposed to aviation, you can feel like this is the real thing. This is not Hollywood, this is not made up. It really is what's happening in this industry right now, and it's exciting enough just as it is.
I know Aviation Week has made quite an investment lately in technology and in people to embellish its data output and data analysis. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest changes over the years has been a move toward a more data-driven business. It is the aerospace industry, it's very metric, and we have really invested a lot in data analysts, data sets that we can deliver to the industry, and it's been something that through the pandemic has actually grown for us as people hunger for more information, more answers as to where things are going, how they can navigate through it. It is that set of products and capabilities that we actually are using to power the Wingspan network. It is that group of data analysts together with our news people and our journalists who are actually delivering this news on a daily basis to our readers. And you're very skillfully translating it into a much more exciting visual world and sound world.
And the data products are in almost every segment, as I recall. I mean, it's from military to commercial to, I mean, business aviation, it's all the way through.
Yeah, every airplane flying in the world is in our database, be it helicopters, business aircraft, corporate jets, airliners, military aircraft. They're all in the database. Now, what's flying now, and 75 years worth of history. So it's all in the database. So we do slice and dice that for every industry sector that needs to know, not only where the aircraft are, but where they are going in terms of who owns them and when they need to be maintained. And
when you say slice and dice, I know you go down to the engines and you go down to the landing gear and what
engines,
have you.
avionics, APUs, all the way down. So a lot of data sets on every single tail number that's out there right now.
Oh.
And for an industry like aviation, that's a really important data set to be able to access.
Are your data people concentrated somewhere? Physically?
They're mostly in DC, and also we have a new defense analyst leader in London, Craig Cafferty.
Has news evolved in terms of what your editors are going after and how they're presenting it?
Yeah, Bill, the trend has been, you've been a part of it, it's toward more actionable information. What kind of information can somebody use to make a decision, do their job? It has to be always accurate and always credible, but also a deeper dive into the metrics and the how-to aspects of the business. And I think it's another great complement to what we're doing with Wingspan, which is to complement that, sort of help you do your job to more of an inspiring, make you enjoy your job in the industry. So it's a nice combination of the trend of journalism in B2B is go deeper, be more actionable, put that together with television, and you've also got something that's very enjoyable and fun.
Yeah, it's an interesting take on that, in that Wingspan is indeed going after a professional audience, a professional aerospace audience, but you want to complement it, and I think we do as well, complement it with more general things that attract a younger audience, attract a non-professional audience, and get them interested.
That's right. We can do both. We have always said every professional in this industry is also an enthusiast. People who are professionally working in the field, they love flight, they love the airplanes, so they're an easy target for television. But then you can inspire people who are not in the industry yet to be part of it and to be part of that whole society.
Yeah, we have both seen this. You go to the shows and people are always looking up at airplanes. They live airplanes, but they're looking up at every airplane going by. They're kicking the tires. They're having fun. It's true.
Everybody has a sunburn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I have noticed on the masthead of Aviation Week and Space Technology some names that I didn't know before, and so a new breed is coming in. Some old timers have left, but they are being replaced. Are they hard to find?
Great journalists are hard to find. And we invest in content. We've always felt that content and great journalism is at the heart of what we do at Aviation Week. That goes all the way back to those first Paris Air Show videos, and we continue to do that now. It's an award-winning team. The Aviation Week Network editorial team has been among the top 3 B2B brands for the last 6 years. We won Best Brand 1 year, and we actually leverage that to build a great business and to serve our markets.
It is an impressive crowd. It really is. They're serious about pursuing the news, serious about pursuing the facts, and really understand what's important. They really are an expert crowd, and a very nice crowd too.
They really are, and they care. They're really passionate about the industry they serve. They come from a service orientation. They do want to help. They want to help the industry navigate through tough times, as they have for the past 19 months. And they want our industry to win, and they show that every day.
Indeed they do. And you don't have to prod them to do that. They wake up wanting to do that.
They really do.
Yeah.
They really do. They're self-propelled and autonomous.
Yeah. Much to your dismay.
And asymmetric. But they're great. They're wonderful.
Thank you, Greg. We've been speaking with Greg Hamilton, the president of Aviation Week Network, which is the power behind Wingspan News. Thank you.